Hello, my name is Jocelyn, and I was a visiting teacher at Polotsk State University last fall. Now I am back in the United States, where I am a college teacher, and I still miss PSU and all the wonderful teachers and students there. So I have been asked by one of your teachers to come up with some questions for you. So, what I did is I went on Facebook and I asked all my American friends, what are the questions that you would like to ask of some Belarusian teenagers? And I have written down a whole bunch of questions. Okay, so the first question comes from my friend Jim. And Jim would like to know from you, what is your favorite music? He would like some suggestions of Russian or Belarusian musical groups and songs that he can listen to. Okay? And then my friend Julie says, what is your favorite meal to eat? Please describe it. So she would like to hear about the food a little bit. Okay? I have a friend named Nina, and she said she would like to know from you guys, what is the weirdest English expression or word that you have learned? Another question is from my friend Debbie. Debbie would like to know what Belarusian teenagers do for fun and for socializing. Do you go to parties? Do you go dancing? Like, what do you do? Then my friend Diane would like to know, she's a linguist, she would like to know the differences between the Belarusian language and Russian. So could you explain some differences between those two languages for her? Okay, more questions. They keep coming. My friend Carol had a lot of questions. First, she says, she would like to know, what question would you most like to ask of an American teenager? She also would like to know what American food, drink, or activity would you like to try if you came to the United States? And then she also wants to know, what food from your life do you think that a non-Belarusian person should try? I think draniki. All right, more questions. See, I'm reading them. Okay, my friend Jessica wants to know, what is your favorite YouTube video and why? My friend Meg says she would like to know what a typical kid's birthday party is like. So what do you do at a birthday party? And Meg would also like to know, are there any superstitions that your grandmas have? For example, in the United States, if you spill salt, you're supposed to then pick it up and throw it over your shoulder. So that's one of our superstitions. And Meg also wants to know if there are some funny expressions in Russian when they are translated to English. So we have the expression, don't cry over spilt milk. So we're saying if you spill some milk, you don't need to cry about it. So do you have any funny phrases or expressions like that? Okay, then my friend Anne wants to know, what do you see as the biggest difference between your generation and your grandparents' generation? So please explain the differences you see. That's very interesting. My friend Ellie says, do you guys know the word cyberbullying? You probably do. Like when people are really mean on social media. And sometimes, especially with teenagers, cyberbullying causes teenagers to get really depressed and sad. So she wants to know if you are familiar with cyberbullying and if that is something that you see happening on social media in your lives. Are people mean or not? Okay, my next question comes from Pia, and she's wondering, how much have you learned about the history of Belarus? Are there some things about the history of Belarus that you could tell to Americans? Could you educate us, please? One more question from my friend Siri. Siri wants to know, if you had information and power, what would you do to make the world a better place? My friend Patty wants to know what social media sites you use. So I think a lot of Americans are very unaware of VK. So could someone please explain the social media that you use and the kinds of things you do on your social media? And then one of my favorite questions, this will be my last question, is from my friend Amber. And she wants to know, do they use Axe body spray like American teenagers do? I don't know if you've heard of Axe body spray, but teenagers, mostly male teenagers, spray this stuff. It's kind of like perfume for guys. It's terrible. But many, 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 many millions of teenagers wear Axe body spray, and we would like it to stop. So we want to know, do Belarusian teenagers wear any special perfume, body spray, cologne types of things? So tell us about it. Okay, so you have a lot of questions that I have just asked. Now, please, could you send me some answers?